What would you do if I told you that some of your favorite fruits and vegetables are contaminated with harmful pesticides? Yes, those vibrant strawberries, crisp apples, and leafy greens that you thought were boosting your health might actually be exposing you to dangerous chemicals. Every year, the Environmental Working Group, EWG, releases a list known as the Dirty Dozen, highlighting the produce items most contaminated by pesticide residues. Understanding which fruits and vegetables are the most tainted and learning how to mitigate this exposure is crucial for maintaining your health and well-being. In this video, we'll dive deep into the 10 most contaminated fruits and vegetables, exploring why they are heavily laden with pesticides, the potential health risks associated with their consumption, and safer alternatives to ensure you get the nutritional benefits without the harmful side effects. From strawberries to bell peppers, we'll cover everything you need to know to make informed choices about the produce you consume. Let's embark on this journey to uncover the hidden truths behind some of the most common items in your grocery cart, and discover how to protect yourself and your family from the dangers of pesticide exposure. Number 1. Strawberries. Strawberries consistently top the list of the most pesticide-contaminated fruits. According to the EWG, a single sample of strawberries often contains multiple pesticide residues, some even exceeding safe limits. Strawberries are highly susceptible to pests, leading farmers to use a variety of pesticides. They have a porous skin that easily absorbs chemicals. Pesticides found on strawberries have been linked to cancer, hormone disruption, and neurological problems. It is advisable to opt for organic strawberries or grow your own. Number 2. Spinach. Spinach ranks high due to its high absorption rate of pesticides used during cultivation. It is often treated with pesticides to combat insects and diseases that thrive in its leafy environment. Spinach leaves are sprayed with pesticides to prevent insect infestations. The large surface area of spinach leaves increases the likelihood of pesticide residue. Pesticides on spinach can lead to hormone disruption and developmental issues in children. It's advisable to choose organic spinach or thoroughly wash and soak spinach in a vinegar solution before consumption. Number 3. Kale, collard, and mustard greens. These leafy greens are nutritious but also highly contaminated with pesticides. They are often sprayed heavily to protect against pests. Their leaves are prone to insect damage, necessitating heavy pesticide use. They have a high surface area that collects pesticide residues. Exposure to pesticides on these greens has been linked to cancer and endocrine disruption. It is advisable to opt for organic versions or wash thoroughly in a vinegar solution. Number 4. Nectarines. Nectarines, particularly non-organic ones, frequently contain high levels of pesticide residues. Their smooth skin does little to protect them from chemical absorption. Smooth skin makes it easier for pesticides to penetrate the fruit. They are often treated with multiple pesticides to ensure a blemish-free appearance. Pesticide exposure from nectarines can cause developmental and reproductive issues. It's advisable to choose organic nectarines or thoroughly wash and peel them before eating. Number 5. Apples. Apples are one of the most popular fruits globally, but they also make the Dirty Dozen list due to heavy pesticide use. Their thin skin allows chemicals to penetrate easily. Apples are treated with pesticides to prevent pests and fungus. Wax coatings on apples can trap pesticide residues. Long-term exposure to pesticides on apples can lead to hormone disruption and increased cancer risk. It's better to opt for organic apples or peel non-organic apples before consumption. Number 6. Grapes. Grapes are often heavily treated with pesticides, especially those grown conventionally. Their thin skin does little to shield them from absorbing these chemicals. Grapes grow in clusters, making them susceptible to pests and diseases. They require multiple pesticide applications throughout the growing season. Pesticides on grapes are associated with reproductive issues and developmental problems in children. Please choose organic grapes or wash thoroughly in a vinegar solution before consumption. Number 7. Cherries. Cherries are another fruit that frequently appears on the Dirty Dozen list. Their small size and thin skin make them prone to absorbing pesticides. Cherries are treated with various pesticides to protect against insects and fungi. Their thin skin allows pesticides to penetrate easily. Pesticide exposure from cherries can lead to cancer and reproductive health issues. It's to opt for organic cherries or thoroughly wash and soak them before eating. Number 8. Peaches. Peaches are highly susceptible to pesticide contamination due to their delicate skin and vulnerability to pests and diseases. Peaches have a fuzzy skin that can trap pesticides. They require extensive pesticide use to protect against pests and ensure a perfect appearance. Pesticides on peaches are linked to neurological issues and hormone disruption. It's better to choose organic peaches or peel non-organic peaches before consumption. Number 9. Pears. Pears, particularly non-organic ones, often contain high levels of pesticide residues. Their thin skin makes them particularly vulnerable to pesticide penetration. Pears are sprayed with pesticides to prevent insect damage and fungal infections. Their thin skin allows easy absorption of chemicals. Pesticide residues on pears are associated with reproductive and developmental issues. Please opt for organic pears or thoroughly wash and peel non-organic pears. Number 10. Bell and hot peppers. Peppers, including both bell and hot varieties, are frequently contaminated with pesticide residues. Their unique texture and shape make them particularly challenging to clean thoroughly. Peppers are susceptible to a variety of pests, requiring frequent pesticide applications. The uneven surface of peppers can trap pesticide residues. Pesticides on peppers are linked to cancer, hormone disruption, and neurological problems. It's good to choose organic peppers or wash thoroughly, using a scrub brush to remove residues from the crevices. Number 11. Celery. Celery lacks a protective skin, making it highly susceptible to pesticide absorption. Celery is often treated with a wide range of pesticides to combat pests and diseases. Pesticides on celery can disrupt hormonal functions. Some of the chemicals used are potential carcinogens, so eating celery increases risks of getting different types of cancers. Safer alternatives. Choose organic celery to reduce pesticide exposure. And wash celery in a vinegar solution to help remove residues. 12. Tomatoes. Tomatoes are frequently targeted by pests and diseases, leading to heavy pesticide use. The thin skin of tomatoes allows for easy pesticide absorption. Pesticides on tomatoes can be carcinogenic. Exposure to these chemicals can affect reproductive health. Safer alternatives. Organic tomatoes. Opt for organic tomatoes to avoid pesticide residues. Home gardening. Growing your own tomatoes using organic methods can ensure they are free from harmful chemicals. How can you reduce pesticide exposure? While it may not always be possible to avoid these contaminated fruits and vegetables, there are steps you can take to minimize your exposure to pesticides. Buy organic. Whenever possible, choose organic produce. Organic farming practices limit the use of synthetic pesticides, reducing the likelihood of contamination. Wash thoroughly. Washing fruits and vegetables can help remove some pesticide residues. Use a mixture of water and vinegar, 1:3 ratio, to soak your produce for about 15 minutes, then rinse thoroughly. Peel when necessary. Peeling fruits and vegetables can reduce pesticide exposure, although this may also remove some nutrients found in the skin. Grow your own. Consider growing your own fruits and vegetables. This way, you have control over the use of pesticides and can ensure your produce is as clean as possible. Support local farmers. Buying from local farmers markets allows you to ask about their farming practices. Many small farmers use fewer pesticides even if they aren't certified organic. Awareness of the most contaminated fruits and vegetables can help you make